Hey guys, it's Sandy Missouri from Balloon Utopia, and today I am showing you how to make this amazing, elegant chandelier lamp centerpiece thing. I'll figure out a name before I post the video, I promise. But anyways, stay tuned and I'm going to show you how this is done. About the materials for just a moment. What we have here is ceiling tile wire. You get it at Home Depot, Lowe's, pretty much any hardware store. And it's very thin, it's 12 gauge. So I actually have 3 pieces that are taped together. Now, to leave it like this is pretty ugly. We definitely don't want it to look like this. So what we have here is we have electrical tape, and we're gonna wrap it, and I'll show you that in just a moment. Now, we also have 13-inch tapers. These do have to be heat sealed, unfortunately. So that's something to bear in mind when you're using these, is that they do need to be heat sealed. And we have our trusty knot lamp, which we're just using 2 pole pieces because this is a centerpiece. So I'll just screw this together real quick and get it out of the way. I'm sure you don't need instruction on how to screw a piece together, but all the same. Okay, so what the other things that we have is we are using the submersible lights. I call them the hockey pucks, and for this one we're just using white. We're not using color changing because we really want a nice, elegant look for this particular event. We have the new 7-inch chrome balloons. These are inflated to about 3 inches. These are inflated to probably about 6.5 inches, and let's take these together. Let's separate these, and these are inflated to about 5 inches. Maybe these are 7 inches, these are 5 inches. It's more the ratio than the actual inches that matter. So this was 0.5 on my Precision Air, this was 0.7. Okay, and then we have these really cool wave balloons. And these are just really fun. I have them tied into a duplet, and 16-inch white balloons. So I have another video on how to prepare the lights to put inside the balloons. You can go and watch that one. But basically, on the bottom of the hockey puck, there's a little hole, and you can put some fishing line in it, and then you do like this because you want to make sure that that if it pops, you don't have a flying projectile, and also you want to make sure that it stays where you want it to, so that the light's going, in this case it's going to be hanging. A lot of times we use it and it's going up. So you just want to make sure the light is going the right way. Okay, so let's start by wrapping this. I'm doing it in black, so electrical tape works really well. If you needed it to be a fancier color, then you might want to use a balloon to wrap it, and I do have another video on how to wrap it with a balloon. So let's just cut this here and we'll get started in just a second. Okay, so we have here electrical tape. Now the reason that I'm using electrical tape is because it's stretchy and smooth, and it just works really well. So the first thing that I want to do is I want to make sure that I'm going at an angle, and I don't know if you can see this, but you see I kind of have it at an angle, so I'm not going to be going straight. And then what I'm doing is, you see I'm putting some slack on the tape and then just winding it at a diagonal, stretching and pulling as I wind. So electrical tape, the tackiness comes from the stretch. So the more it's stretched, the better it will stick. So you see I'm just kind of pulling it and wrapping it, and you see that I already had it taped into the bundles of 3 to make it easier to control, because otherwise if you're like fighting the wires and trying to wrap it at the same time, it's impossible. So you see it goes pretty quickly. I'll be honest, it does kind of give you some calluses right there, but it does, it does go pretty quickly. That's what that is. I'm going to speed this up by going and getting one that's already prepared. I just kind of wanted to show you the technique, and you see this makes a really nice clean finish. Okay, so the next thing that we're going to need to prep are our tapers. So like I said, the tapers are heat sealed. And I do recommend doing it a day or two in advance to make sure that your tapers don't have any small little holes or any friction tears or anything like that. And these we're just going to tie into duplets as well. And you want them to be fairly tight duplets. Like this, okay? And all together, we're gonna have 8 of them. So this centerpiece, it was inspired by Raquel Porter. Just wanna give some credit where it's due. And you see, here we're just tying them.
A copy.
And one more. Okay, so while we're talking about how we're prepping things, my fingernails are getting in the way. Okay, so these 8 tapers are going to be twisted together, just like this, okay? And for right now, it's fine. We can just leave it like this because we don't need it quite yet. Okay, this is 6 balloons. This is going to go on top of this. And this is a quad. You guys should know how to make quads already. If you don't, then go over to my how to make a duplet balloon basics video and it will show you how to make a quad. But basically it's 2 sets of duplets twisted together. Okay, so let me go and get my stick and my pump and I will be right back. Okay, and we're back. So now we have our, I'm calling them sticks, our wire, or whatever you want to call it, our little hangy piece. Now this design is going to go up and over, so we need like a really nice curve, and if you just kind of bend it by hand, you're going to get like wonky funky curves. So it's a lot easier to use something as a template. So here I have a ball that you sit on. Size doesn't matter so much, it's more that I want to get a consistent bend. So I'm just kind of going around the middle and putting a little pressure, you know, like, this is a whole body activity here to get that bend. Just like that. Okay, so now we have this kind of a candy cane-ish shape, something like that, and we're going to put it right into the top of this and just kind of feed it in. Okay, so now you see this is really nice and high. It's going over people's heads as we would want it to. So now we got to cover the mechanics here and also stop it from spinning around. So, boy, it's really impossible with these nails. That's what teeth are for. Don't tell my dentist I said that. All right. So now we're just gonna, this time we're gonna take off a length of electrical tape here, and we're gonna use this both to stabilize it and to hide the mechanics. So you see we're just kind of wrapping it in here, and you see I'm making a little connection here. Now here's the thing, I'm not going to try to hide this more than this, simply because once all the balloons are on it and the color, people aren't going to be looking at this piece, they're going to be looking at the rest of it. Okay, so here we go. We'll do the easy part first, get that out of the way. We're going to take our 7-inch quad and simply twist it on. Now we're going to take our 5-inch quad and twist it on, just like so. Okay, and I'm going for a gold and silver color scheme here. For the base, I'm not controlling the colors. I don't want a pattern. I want it to be kind of random. Okay, so now here's the harder part, and that is putting this together. Now, get out of my own way here a little bit. I want this to come right here at the very end of this. Okay, so for that reason, that's why we got the 6-pack of the balloons here. So we're gonna kind of twist it all together. So we're gonna pull these up through here so that it kind of secures them and gives, I'm gonna call it a hat to our chandelier top. Basically what we're making is kind of like a chandelier or a lamp. Okay, and now we can just twist it onto this. Just like so. Okay, and we will manicure it and set it all later. But for now, this is kind of where we're at. Okay, so this looks kind of cool as it is, but the real beauty of this is going to be when we put this on. And I forgot the plump. 1 second, please. Okay, and let me move this out of the way so it's not getting into our light for now. Now, as you can see, this is a real job site. I am on the job. We got a lot of hustle and bustle going on, so just stay with me. Okay, so first of all, you always want to test your light before you inflate. Very important. You want to make sure you know it's working. Okay, so now we're going to inflate it.
Which one is it?
Normally I would use an electric pump, and for all the rest of them I will, but there's not an outlet where I'm standing to shoot the video, so that's why we're doing it the hard way. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. Okay, 23 pumps is what I did. You guys ask me that a lot, how many pumps, and usually I don't know because I don't usually pump it by hand. So this one was 23. Okay, and then we're gonna tie it off. Now, really important, and you probably can't really see it because it's almost invisible, but I wanna make sure you see that I've got the line coming out of the nozzle of the balloon, and so that it is tied into the knot of the balloon, okay? And I'm gonna turn this on, and then you can kind of see it in there. Now I'm gonna turn it off. Okay, so now we come back to our centerpiece, and we're gonna connect this up in here, and then we're gonna use the line to kind of secure it on and tie it to the pole because it's got some weight to it. So we don't wanna just rely on the balloons because it'll pull it down. But it's 10-pound fishing line, so it's not very heavy. And so you see with the weight of that, it brings that, it brings it down a little bit more into the curve. So, and that is the reason that we have 3 pieces of wire together, is because we want to make sure that it can withstand the weight. And with just one piece, it's too thin, it doesn't. Okay, so kind of hard for me to do this and see you, but you see what I'm doing now is I'm arranging these pieces so that they are in kind of a flower formation, and then I'm just going to kind of tuck the line in there and hide it. Okay, then we kind of space it. The nice thing is that the balloons kind of pressure fit and spread out the tapers, so we don't have to blue dot them. Now you see this one is kind of coming down a lot. I don't want it to necessarily go down that much, so what I'm going to do is I'm putting pressure right here where it connects, and I'm just pulling it back a little bit and kind of putting a little bit of a bend the opposite way. So that gets it up a little bit higher, and so it's not like hanging right in people's faces. And so if it's still doing it, then you could do it again, like that. Okay, and one more finishing touch. We have these really cool waves, and we're just going to tuck them in here to finish it off. Like that. Yes, just because of you, Amy Angel. So let's turn it on, and here you go. You see, this is our fabulous, elegant, light chandelier centerpiece, and we have 30 of these to do today, so we got to get busy. But I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please subscribe to my channel. Tell all your friends to subscribe to my channel. Share it with everyone you know. Make it for your friends and family. Come on over to my Facebook group, Beginning Balloon Professionals or DIY Balloon Art. And until next time, just go forth and balloonify.